Okay, let's finish up the carving part of this. And then I'm going to carve the paint the last 3 projects I did: the reindeer, the pilgrim, and this one. And I'll give a video of each one of those when I'm done. Okay, what I want to show you is I drew on this portion. Alright, so what you do is you just put a line all the way across. Okay, roughly the same width all the way around, as much as you can. Follow the curvature, you know, as you can. And then what I did here was I made 2 small little circles. Okay, so you can see that, 2 small little circles, and just did like a couple of jagged lines there. That's going to be the holly and the yeah, and they're all different shapes and sizes. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. So let's go ahead and do this. I sharpened up my V tool here, so I'm going to use my V tool very carefully going around. Again, you don't want to do the V tool lower than what the cut will handle, because then you'll tear things out. Just, if you're not sure how deep to go lightly first and then go back over it. Do it again. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to just cut it on either side there. So that's a stop cut there for my V tool. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here, and we're going to continue on here. Okay. So what I do is I do a little line across, cut a little V cut right there with the knife, because I can get a finer cut that way. And then I go around like a square first, a little loop around there like that. And I dig that out a little bit. And this is a little lower than my usual ones here. A little bit bigger for the holly, the red beads berry thing here. And I put one cut down the middle here, and I round off all the corners till I have a little oval shape. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me make it a little bit wet so it's a little easier to cut. Make sure you have a very sharp knife when you do this. I'm taking all those corners off. That's how I make it oval. First I make it into a square, and then I kind of do the oval section later. Okay. Let me look at it here for a second. Alright. And then I go up here and I kind of do what I do with the end of the scarf. So I just kind of follow those lines out, put it a little deeper where they meet. And I very carefully go back and I cut those out. Alright. Alright, and there you go. That's it right there. This needs a little more cleanup here. Okay, so there's your little beads. And what I do here, after I get this in there pretty deep in the corners, I might do a little V-cut, extend that little V-cut in. Okay, just like so. Alright, so that's our little holly thing there. And then the rest of this, what I do is I go up here and I just score it. Just a little stop cut all the way around. Very carefully. A little bit at an angle, like the V tool is. Then I go back and I just take a little sliver out. All the way around. Take that hard edge off of there to make that look like it's sticking above or around the hat. Okay, just like so. Alright, that's how it looks. Now you can just take it off a little bit more and clean up the other end of it, you know. And just do a little bit of an indentation, it just very lightly. And that way you have a nice crisp look. So that's your little holly and your thing there. Let's hurry up and do these mittens. I already put the lines in. I just take the V tool on both sides of those lines, on those lines to one side. Now of course I just kind of tuck the neck goes underneath, so that's coming out. This goes under. Take those hard edges off. And that will do it, folks. It's ready to be painted. And we've got our candy cane, Snowman is what I named it. Maybe later on I'll do the wreath and show you how to do the wreath. So many of these things are interchangeables, from the Santas to everything else. I'm going to clean it up a lot before I go ahead and paint it, but that's about it. And now I'm going to go around and take all that hard stuff off. Let me just show you what it looks like. And there's our little snowman. And you'll see that this is going to be rounded a little bit more. There we go. And that's how we make our little snowman. Alright folks, thank you very much for joining me here on this. There will be one more video following this later on after I get everything painted up. I'm a little slow with painting. Once I get in the mood to carve, I carve a lot. So before I paint, I might have 20 pieces ready to paint, and that takes me about a week. So take care and keep carving, and I hope you enjoyed this project. Take care folks, bye bye.